You're holding a picture in your mind of a place you long to reach, a state of being that feels a breath above your current emotions. That image isn't random. It's your inner compass. Alongside it is the sensation of a clean slate, the quiet thrill of opening to something genuinely new. Virgo, it's as if you've been craving a fresh chapter while still caught in loops that feel like a never-ending story. The way out is deceptively simple. Breathe, soften into your essence, return to the wise hermit within. Envision where you want to go with tenderness, not tension. Trust your intuition. Accept that timing has a rhythm of its own, and let your energy rise to meet it. This message is for every Virgo placement who recognizes that sense of destination forming on the horizon and is ready to move toward it without abandoning the calm of inner clarity. There's a lesson in appearances right now. What glitters may simply be polished surface. Keep imagining what you truly want, not what seems shiny in the moment. When self-doubt creeps in and the cycle feels repetitive, step closer to your edge. That doesn't mean reckless leaps. It means a courageous nudge toward what your deeper knowing has been whispering all along. Fate collaborates with the choices you make each day, and you already sense this. Walk forward by the book, like the steady elephant, grounded, patient, remembering the truth of who you are. If certain stories no longer nourish you, it's time to go. Mend what can be healed, especially within your own heart, and welcome a new life, one that calls in soul-aligned companions. Soulmates are not only lovers, they are the people whose presence teaches you more of yourself, the ones who encourage your courage and ask you to keep growing. If you've been waiting for a sign, consider this it. Your deep knowing is accurate, even if the 3D picture hasn't caught up yet. Keep tending the vision. When the old tries to tug you backward through memory, habit, or unhelpful opinions, pause, breathe, and return to creation energy. That's where your power is. One step at a time, in earthwise fashion, you build momentum. Let this be the gentle nudge. Breathe, imagine, choose, and let your imagination be specific. See the scene, feel the feeling, hear the words you crave to hear, as if it's right in front of you. If this resonates, I'd love to know your cosmic fingerprint. Share your date of birth and zodiac sign in the comments so we can hold your journey in the light together. And if these messages help you navigate your path, consider subscribing to Signs and Secrets so you don't miss the next chapter. Your presence here truly matters. Recently, you carried the fire of determination into a crossroads filled with many options. Part of you raced ahead, restless, ready, full of drive, while another part examined each path. Will this truly fulfill me? That tug-of-war produced a noticeable shift in perspective. You started looking at life through new mental windows, mentally packing for a journey even if you hadn't stepped onto the road yet. Structures that once promised stability felt wobbly. Your intuition grew louder. Messages arrived fast, in insights, coincidences, conversations that echoed your private thoughts. Simultaneously, you felt a transformation in progress, though not quite finished. There may have been grief over what didn't work out, cups spilled, expectations unmet, but that very contrast sharpened your clarity. Logic began to team up with intuition. Your mission now is discernment, to move swiftly when you must, and to pause when wisdom asks for one more breath. Ahead, the energy wants to recalibrate you. Imagine a tightrope with a ship balanced upon it. That's your daily life when you're juggling dreams and responsibilities. Emotional currents form a single magic stream. What you pour into it returns to you magnified. For a moment, the landscape may resemble dry desert, resources scarce, faith tested, yet that's exactly where metamorphosis happens. The butterflies arrive after the chrysalis, not before. You're being asked to listen for subtle signals, hot air balloons on the horizon, vantage points that offer a higher view. If you feel stuck, check your compass instead of the wall in front of you. Sometimes the right direction is a gentle pivot, not a grand detour. When the mind insists you've hit rock bottom, the compass quietly turns your face toward a door you hadn't noticed. Ride the wave rather than wrestle it. Let play, wonder, and curiosity lighten your body. Nurture your field of dreams as if each idea is an egg with delicate wings inside, warming under your steady belief. If mud clings to your feet, it's not a life sentence. It's a reminder to stop, listen, and call your higher self to the forefront. That higher voice never criticizes. It says, keep going in love. It says, lift your gaze. It says, you're closer than you think. The wheel of fortune meets you at the level of your energy. Raise your frequency and watch the spokes click into place. Feed the vision of emotional fulfillment rather than the scripts of worry. Invest again and again in the world you want to inhabit. When negative thoughts try to plant themselves, choose relocation of the mind. Steer your thinking toward the light at the end of the tunnel. The lover's archetype reminds you that destiny is shaped by free will. Every heart-led decision edits the future in your favor. Slow, steady devotion to your path, without drama, without panic, turns time into an ally. Release what binds you. Old attachments, toxic patterns, loops that recycle the same ache. Lay them down gently and walk forward. Judgment energy invites a compassionate review. Thank the lesson, bless the past, and birth the new beginning that's ready to breathe through you. Your task isn't to force timing, but to cooperate with it. Open hands, clear eyes, honest communication with yourself and with those who matter. You are the magician when you remember that belief focuses energy and energy organizes reality. Clarity arrives like a sudden bright idea. You don't need to dissolve every bump in the road, only refuse to let them stall your progress. Where sincerity leads, the path opens. When the mind protests, return to your heart. It knows. Midway through a loving checkpoint, if this message steadies your spirit, tap the like button so more Virgos find it when they most need it. Support Signs and Secrets. Become a channel member for exclusive videos and early access. And in the comments, tell me your date of birth and zodiac sign. I read them, and it helps me hold your timing in future readings with more care. Your story matters here. For those navigating love, there's a second thread. Someone in your orbit is thinking of a fresh start with you, a leap that lands in shared stability. They feel the pull, and yet something between you two may have carried a whiff of toxicity in the past, or an imbalance that needed honest tending. They're cautious, not cold, testing whether the steps they take are aligned and fair. They want joy, the kind that fills a home with light. They may not wear their heart on their sleeve. Their feelings run deep but quiet. If they advance slowly, it's not apathy. It's the way they safeguard what matters. They are investing thought, time, and attention. They sense compatibility and hold hope that you do too. Their questions are simple. Is the door open? Is the timing right? Are we building on truth? Intentions unfold in the weeks ahead. A new seed of love, handheld like something warm and glowing. Courage gathering behind the scenes. A review of what needs healing, so the start can be clean. Some days they hesitate at the threshold. Other days, eagerness pushes them forward. If you notice small signs, curious messages, consistent effort, better listening, feed the energy with your own clarity. Reciprocity matters. If this is not your person, keep creating the love story you want. Holiday lights and unexpected meetings are famous for rewriting timelines. If it is your person, mutual honesty will move mountains. Stars favor those who combine hope with action, the balm of patience with the bravery of directness. Part of your work now is energetic money management. Where are you depositing your attention each day? Imagine you're placing a coin in a jar labeled My Future. When you add a dollar, add an intention. This is for the home that feels like a sanctuary. This is for the project that sets my soul on fire. This is for peace in my relationships, for conversations that heal. The universe hears coherent signals. If fear tries to hijack your broadcast, retune it. Your progress will be methodical, earth sign reliable, and that is your superpower. You don't need fireworks to confirm you're on track. You'll know by the way your breath steadies and your shoulders drop. You'll know by the synchronicities that multiply when you keep saying yes to your vision. Angelic support surrounds this turning point. The healer archetype asks you to follow your heart and to trust the instincts that have been right more often than you admit. Cut cords to outcomes that drain you. Lift your perspective whenever you can. The magician archetype returns to remind you the life you want can be shaped on the anvil of daily choices. What you truly need tends to appear precisely when your hands are ready to receive it. Stay principled. Let your words be clean and your intentions obvious. Welcome the spark of a brilliant idea and don't let momentary obstacles define the day. Your higher self is practical and mystical at once. It blesses spreadsheets and prayer beads equally. Imagine again that place you started with, the somewhere your heart kept pointing to. You are closer. The path is not a straight line. It's a lived conversation between your choices and the universe's timing. When you feel a lull, don't confuse it with failure. When you feel a surge, don't sprint past your center. Let the wheel turn while you keep your frequency high. Let the edges of the old chapter soften and the threads of the new one braid themselves into your daily life. Virgo, you are not behind. You are arriving, and when the next door opens, it won't need to be forced. You'll recognize it by the quiet in your body and the yes in your chest. If this reading touched something true, leave a note with your date of birth and zodiac sign so the community can hold space for your timing and journey. I love seeing who's here and where in the sky your story lives. If you want steady guidance like this, subscribe to Signs and Secrets so these messages meet you right when you need them most. And when you're ready to seal this work for today, tap like to let the algorithm know that Virgo wisdom belongs in the light. A vision is forming, a destination, a version of you standing a little taller than the noise of daily emotions. Keep strengthening that picture. The clean slate is not an empty void. It's a fertile field. Yes, some cycles tried to convince you that change was impossible, that the story would always loop back to the same chapter. But you know better. You felt the subtle pivot points, the moments when your breath returned, the times your intuition whispered, "Here." Appearances will keep testing you. Glitter will keep glittering. Look beyond it. Imagine with specificity, then move with integrity. If doubt rises, come to your edge again. Courage grows exactly there. You're not required to be reckless. Only faithful fate and free will want a partnership with you. Your deep knowing is the map. By the book, Earth Wisdom is the vehicle. Patience is the fuel. If it's time to go, trust the door you're closing and tend the wounds that ask for warmth. A new life wants entrance, and soul allies are closer than you think. Among them may be a lover who offers more than spark, a steady flame, or a friend who becomes chosen family, or a mentor who speaks your language. Let the right people find you, because you keep showing up as the right person to yourself. That's how constellations form, individual stars, bright on their own, aligning in the same sky. Your mind has been sharp lately, scanning, cross-referencing, asking smarter questions. That's good. Analysis becomes wisdom when paired with intuition. You've also been grieving the way certain dreams bent under their own weight. Grief doesn't cancel destiny, it clarifies it. You can honor what didn't unfold while blessing what still can. Use logic to cut through fog. Use silence to hear your higher guidance. Quick decisions don't need to be impulsive. They can be clean, simple, unburdened by old noise. Think of your life as a river system. If one branch runs dry, follow the current that still hums with life. Up ahead, a balancing act continues, but you're steadier on the wire. Emotion remains your magic stream. Put belief into it and watch the reflection change. During desert days, remember, butterflies need heat to unfurl their wings. Signals keep arriving, elevated vantage points, unexpected messages, small confirmations. If a wall appears, consult your compass. You may need a 2-degree turn, not a 90-degree swing. Ride the friendly waves and don't forget to play. Dreams are delicate when they're new. Hold them with warm hands. When mud tries to keep you, ask, "What am I not hearing?" Usually the answer is simple: love more, fear less. Listen again. Turn the wheel by tending the frequency you bring to each moment. Feed fulfillment, not fear. If an old tether tightens, breathe and untie it. Let judgment be compassionate, not a gavel but a midwife. You'll know you're aligned when conversations get clearer and your boundaries feel kind rather than brittle. You'll know you're aligned when the day has a hum to it, even if there are problems to solve. The magician energy is strongest when your choices are consistent, small, gentle. Sometimes the breakthrough will be a lightning bolt idea. Sometimes it's the humble discipline of tending your life like a garden, a loving pause at the center. If this message brings you back to yourself, press like so more Virgos can find it, right, when they need this exact reminder. Support Signs and Secrets. Become a channel member for exclusive videos and early access. And don't forget to introduce yourself below with your date of birth and zodiac sign. It helps me feel your timing in future readings and lets our community celebrate you. In love, someone wants to step forward with you, heart in one hand, practicality in the other. They are wary of illusions and hungry for the real. They long for the kind of 10 of Cups happiness that makes ordinary days feel holy. If they seem restrained, it's caution, not apathy. They want right timing, balanced effort, mutual truth. They sense your compatibility and hope you feel it too. They might approach with small gestures first. A thoughtful check-in, a question that reveals they were listening, a plan that respects your schedule. Meet them with your own clarity. If you're both building, you'll feel it. If you're not, bless them and keep walking. Your love story is still writing itself. As intentions take shape, look for clean beginnings, tiny acorns that want to be oak trees. Courage builds in increments. The heart learns safety in the presence of honesty. If you see mixed signals, ask a simple question. If you see consistent care, respond in kind. A steady earth energy pace is not boring. It's sustainable. Meanwhile, keep investing in your own vision. Add $1 to your future jar and speak an intention over it. The universe likes a declaration paired with an action. When fear tries to edit your script, pick up the pen and write the next line yourself. Angels of clarity and healing hover near. They nudge you toward decisions that honor both kindness and truth. They remind you that the right idea often arrives when you've cleared the debris of overthinking. Your task then is to trust it enough to take one small step. Virgo, your path is not a test you can fail. It's a devotion you can deepen. Keep the faith, keep the pace, and let the wheel catch your rhythm. If this helped, tell me your date of birth and zodiac sign so we can hold your season with you. Subscribe to Signs and Secrets for more guidance woven to your timing. And if this nourished you, tap like so it reaches the next Virgo who needs it today. You're already mid-journey, and the road ahead is kinder than your doubts suggest. Keep the image of where you're headed vivid, the room that feels like home, the work that feels like purpose, the conversations that feel like oxygen. When surface shimmer distracts, return to substance. Imagine and act. When the loop of the old story tries to restart, pause at the edge and lean forward anyway. Fate has a way of greeting people who show up with steady feet and a soft heart. Let the hermit within you set the tone. Contemplative, discerning, luminous. You don't need to rush, but you do need to remain faithful to the daily path. If there's a goodbye that wants to be said, speak it with grace. If there's a wound asking to be tended, place a hand over it and breathe warmth into it. New life is not just a concept, it's a practice. Invite in the soul allies, the true partners, the mentors who miraculously appear when you're ready to meet them. Your deep knowing has been right more times than your fear admits. Honor it now. In the recent stretch, you learn to analyze without spiraling, to feel without drowning, to decide without apology. Keep those muscles warm. When grief over past outcomes stirs, let it teach you, not define you. When your mind races, let it carry you across the bridge, not off the edge. The incoming energies confirm your balance is improving. Your emotional stream is cleaner. Your metamorphosis is visible in the mirror, even if others can't name it yet. You're learning to recognize the difference between a true no and a sacred wait. You're learning to consult your compass rather than curse a wall. Play with your dreams. They'll hatch faster when held with wonder. If your boots pick up mud, don't judge yourself. Listen. The wheel turns for those who lift their gaze. Feed the pictures of fulfillment. If a chain tugs at your ankle, old habit, old story, set it down and step forward. Let judgment be a gentle release. Let clarity be direct but kind. Let the magician within coordinate your choices with your vision. On some days, progress will be a lightning strike. On others, it will look like washing the cup. Sending the email, laying down to rest, each act aligned with the life you're creating. Right here, at the living center of the script, if you felt your shoulders drop or your heart steady while listening, like this video so other Virgos feel that too. Support signs and secrets, become a channel member for exclusive videos and early access. And share your date of birth and zodiac sign below. It's a beautiful way to weave your timeline into our constellation of stories. For hearts in question, somebody is measuring twice before they cut once. They want the leap, they want the laughter, they want the legacy. Their restraint is a form of care. They'll likely show up soon with a clearer ask, a cleaner offer, a braver honesty. Meet them where you are. The only game worth playing is sincerity. If this is your match, you'll feel the relief of alignment. If it isn't, the door you hold open is for someone else, maybe for the version of you who needs more room to grow. As the next 2 weeks unfold, look for simple confirmations, a message at the right hour, a small problem that resolves with ease, a conversation that lands softly, an idea that lights your mind. Invest again. Speak your intentions aloud. Your angels are not far. Your guides are not quiet. You are not lost. You are being led. If this reading brought clarity, add your date of birth and zodiac sign in the comments so we can honor your season and stand with you. Subscribe to Signs and Secrets to keep this guidance in your orbit. And before you go, please like the video. It truly helps the message find who needs it. If you want to hear everything the universe has to say to you, watch these other videos on our channel.